Hello everyone, welcome to Chirag's PostgreSQL 18 DBA tutorial. In this video, we are going to learn how to configure Postgres 16.18 point-in-time recovery PITR setup and physical backup with WAL archiving on two servers. So I'll provide you the step-by-step process for that. So here is the modify point-in-time recovery PITR guide using the physical backup and WAL archiving in the PostgreSQL 18 across two servers. So our environment setup will be one is a primary server, second is the recovery server. So primary server IP is 192.168.136.128. So this is the primary IP, and this primary server we have a active Postgres SQL server before crash. And second server 129 will use the server used for the perform the PITR. So PostgreSQL we are using 18, user we are using root, and PostgreSQL user is Postgres, and password we are using admin@123. So step by step process will go through that. Let me access both the servers. So both of the servers are running on my VMware workstation. The Ubuntu 24.04 LTS server is there. So both the servers are running. I'm going to access with the any SSH tool. You can use one of any SSH tool. So I'm using from the CMD SSH DPT my user, and I have a IP. I'm not able to access. Let me check. IP is not showing. Services.msc. I'll restart the VMware DSCP service. So IP is coming 192.168.136.128. Here also, let me check the IP. Okay, 129. So we are getting the IP now. So let me access. So admin@123 is password. While installing, I have given the password. So this is the first server. So I'm giving the name primary 128. Then we need one more server. So SSH dpt@192 136.129. So both the servers are connected. This will be the recovery. So IP is 129. So both the servers are ready. I'm changing this into red. So step by step process will go, and on the step one, we'll just update and upgrade my system packages. So sudo apt update and sudo apt upgrade -y. Let me copy this. Both the servers I'm going to update and upgrade the packages. So we have done this one. So we'll just install the Postgres 18 on the both the servers. So in process, I'm going to install the apt libraries. So let me go through the documentation. So after that we'll update, we'll just apt library will just add repository, then we'll update and then we'll install the Postgres 18. So I'm giving the directly the version name. So then we'll enable the PostgreSQL. Enable means whenever the system will boot, when will system will start, PostgreSQL service automatically start. For that we should enable the PostgreSQL. And this is the start the PostgreSQL. Then we'll set the password for the Postgres user on the both the servers. So I'm giving sudo passwd and Postgres. So password is admin@123. I'm going to insert that and enable the WAL archiving on the Postgres on primary. So IP is 128. 128 will just go to the WAL archiving. So we'll just do this update and we'll save this one. Here about completed. So after update and upgrade, so done. So here also I'm going to insert enter to continue. Enter to continue. So apt repository installation is done. Now I'm going to add the install the update the first update the system. So updated. Now I'm going to install the PostgreSQL. So sudo apt install -y PostgreSQL 18. This is the latest version of the PostgreSQL stable version 18. So we're going through the latest version. – 70% 2% is completed. In second server installation is completed. I'm waiting for the complete of the first server. So installation is done. Now I'm going to start my enable my PostgreSQL service. So sudo systemctl enable postgresql. Now start. Let me check the status. So active and running. Okay. So let me copy the command here. Enable start and last one is status. So here also active and running. Okay. Both the servers are okay now. So we have installed the Postgres 18. It's done. Now I'm going to change the Postgres password. So Postgres user is created by PostgreSQL. So done on second server. So installed successfully. So enable the WAL archiving of the PostgreSQL 128. So just cd go to this path. So we're talking about the 128. Go to the path and we are creating one directory. Give the ownership. Okay. Done. LL. There is a main folder or database archive. So you can go to the database archive and let me check. Nothing is there. So now we'll just configure the PostgreSQL configuration file. We'll change something. So sudo nano /etc PostgreSQL 18 main and there is a Postgres config. So control W. Let me search this one. Archive mode. Archive mode should be on. Then wall level will be replica. Archive command. So archive command will be the just now we created the folder. Now save this file. Control work. So we have saved this one, this file. Now I'm going to restart the PostgreSQL 18 service. So restarted successfully. Now create a simple database, insert some data. So that is the primary. So let me access and let me create the database. Create database. What is the name? Chirag DB1. Chirag DB1. Okay. /c Chirag DB1. Now I'm going to create a one table. The table name is user. So this is simple command to create table name. And now going to insert some data. Next, I want to just check the data. And let me check the time now. So select now. Run the pg switch wall. So we have 0/1 FB 0 CA 0. So now I'm going to exit from this one. So take a physical backup, best backup. So in this path, we'll create one folder, the database backup. Now give the ownership and run the PG base backup. So sudo -u postgres PG base backup. It will take some time. Okay, PG base backup is completed. Let me check database backup. So all the files are there. You can able to see. Clear. So now we are going to add some more records for the simulate recovery. So now going to log into the Postgres prompt. So /c Chirag db1 and going to insert some more data or create one table. Now /dt, we have two tables, one is accounts, one is users. So select extract from accounts. So we don't have any data. Extract from users. Two records are there. I'm going to insert on the accounts. I'm running and switch WAL. So we have inserted, we have to check there is a two data is inserted there. Previously where user detail is there, here is the account holder details and PG switch WAL 0 for some sequence number is there. So next we are going to copy backup and WAL archive to the recovery server. That is a 129. Copy this one. Exit from there. Yes. So the files are copying started. So here cd etc postgres cd where postgres 18. So database backup is copied there. So similarly we'll copy the archive file also from 128. Running this, these are the archive files are created there. Here just ll, so you'll get the copied file. Okay. Now we'll perform the PITR on the recovery server, that is a 129. So here what we did, we have a first we have created database, then we have created backup, then after that we have created again some tables and inserted some data, and we have copied all the files to my archive server. So here 129 will just stop the PostgreSQL, running PostgreSQL, and we'll remove the main folder. We'll create one main folder with the empty folder. So you can check main will be empty, nothing is there. So copy the backup data to main folder. Now we'll just give the ownership and change mode. Now check some files are there. So these files are coming from 128. We have copied the backup and inserted into the 128. Now restore the archive WAL. So copy the archive files to PG WAL. So then now update the configuration setting. Open this and restore command. So restore command, I am going to change this one. Something wrong. We need only this one. Control X, no. So let me open Control W, restore command. Enter Control X, Y. So we have copied archive base file, base backup path first. Then we have copied the archive files. Then we have change the configuration to the Postgres configuration. That there is restore command. And now we'll create one recovery.signal file. So ll, so recovery.signal file is created. Now start the PostgreSQL on recovery server. So restarted successfully. Now let me check the status. So this is active and running. Okay. Let me check the verify the recovery status, means all the databases and files are created or not. So what I'll do, sudo -u postgres psql /l. So we have a database Chirag db1. So /c connect /dt, check the databases list of the tables. So select extract from accounts. Okay. So two rows we created on after full backup that is coming, and let me check with the users. So data is coming as we have on the first server. So we're getting. Now you'll see the record and PITR point in time recovery was successful, but it is a read only mode until the replace ends. So exit the read only mode. So now just assume that how we'll check the recovery mode. So I'm going to insert one more data. Just assume that. Go there and I'm going to insert, just assume this and date. Rohit. Okay, it's working. So that's not an issue. But if there is a read-only mode, then we'll go through that. So login. Okay. So recovery is completed. Recovery is not in progress. So you can control. So that's why data is inserted there. So final output we have able to see. So in this video we have seen how to configure the PostgreSQL 18 point in time recovery PITR setup on the physical backup and WAL archiving on the two servers. So step by step process I have shown to you, full process. So this is the summary. There is two servers, 128 and 129. 128 we have the archiving or backup, and PITR restore on the 129. Follow the process on in the video. Share this YouTube video with your friends and colleagues. For any doubts and query, please write on the YouTube video comment section. Follow this process and subscribe to my channel for free certification tutorials and learning content. And don't forget to follow, like, share and comment. Hope this will help. Thank you for watching.